Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all safe and well. Now on today's episode, I'm going to do something really exciting from my point of view, and I'm going to show to you in this video my favorite purchase of 2022, and I've got to say up front, it's not a jazz album. Now those who come to the channel to listen to some of my observations and see some of the jazz albums I've been buying, please stick around. The album I'm about to show you is an absolute delight, and it might just change your mind. It might be something as interesting to you as it was to me as an experience, and I'm hoping that's going to be the case. I have no vested interest in this. I didn't produce it, I didn't do it, I just came across it, and it really took me to a place where very seldom pieces of work do take me to, including jazz. So there's a bit of a preamble first where I try to explain why for me this is my best purchase of 2022. Please, in the comment section, if you have one standout album which you've purchased this year, please tell me what it is. It doesn't have to have been released in 2022. You just need to have bought it in 2022. So in the comment section, drop me a note. Tell me the artist and the album that you purchased this year, which blows the socks off anything else you might have bought this year. But for me, this is my pinnacle of 2022 in terms of purchasing. So here's the preamble. Now, I'm not necessarily an emotional person. I don't shed tears just over nothing. It's if there's a family bereavement or something like that, that's, like most people, you get triggered by that. But in a normal course of things, things I see and hear don't necessarily upset me. But there are a few notable exceptions, one of which is the Denzel Washington film from about 15-20 years ago called Man on Fire. Now, I'm not sure if you've never seen that film, please watch it. I'm not saying it's the best, it's like Oscar winning performances or anything. I'm just saying it's a good film. Now, in the film, Denzel Washington plays a character called Creasy. He was kind of like an anti-hero, and he takes on the responsibility of looking after a young girl. Now, over the course of the film, his character develops, his attachment to the child and wanting to protect her increases over time goes on, and he starts to get a far more personal relationship with her. Now, the final act of the film, he does this really heroic thing where literally he exchanges his life for hers. I'm not going to give you the punchline, watch it for yourself. And that scene, the whole film, but that particular act of giving up his life for the young girl just gets me every time. I've watched the film maybe about 9 times, and it gets me on each and every occasion where I can, as the credits are coming up, I'm going, I'm doing that sort of thing, and I'm not ashamed to say it. It gets me every time. Now, the reason for telling you is that the album I'm about to show you pretty much did the same thing to me, and I can't think of anything else in my collection off the top of my head which has given me that sort of heartstrings pull, that way you just go So that's why I've just put this on a totally different level for this year than anything else I may have purchased. I've enjoyed a number. I mean, I wouldn't buy these albums if I didn't like them, but this is something different. It just operates on a level for me in terms of visceral reactions to something. It just operates on a totally different level. Now, I'm going to tell you something about the album. First of all, it was originally released last year in 2021 on the German Rumi Sounds label. That's RUMI Sounds label. And it's not a big label as such. I don't really know anything about them. I feel blessed that they put this out, and I was fortunate enough to get a copy of this. So before showing you the album cover, I'm just going to read you some of the sleeve notes, and again, we're gonna work our way up to showing you the actual album cover and so forth. I just want to give you some of the context of this. So, in terms of the album, melodic fragments from medieval Spain with a Judeo-Spanish version of Turkish sharki, not sure what that is, an Argentinian tango adapted to the dervish tradition. Orthodox church rites in Turkey meet an Andalusian secular repertory in Morocco. Now that just sounds like a word salad. I'm literally reading what it says here. Let's park that up just for 1 second. It continues. Sephardim is a compilation of popular romances, in brackets, love ballads by Ladino, not Latino, Ladino, Ladino speaking Jews in Istanbul. Forced out of the Iberian Peninsula by the end of the 15th century, the music of the Sephardim survived 500 years in exile and greatly influenced Turkish art music. Janet and Jack Esim are accompanied by fretless guitar virtuoso Erkan Ogur, I think I probably butchered that, and percussion maestro Oke Temez. They have meticulously collected songs, melodies, and lyrics from the last Ladino speakers alive. And this is where part of the unfortunate thing is. Mastered for vinyl, 500 hand-numbered limited edition, 180 grams. I didn't even realise, only to really looking at it now, that it was a limited edition. That's a real shame. I want as many people as possible to hear this album, and if you feel the way that I do about it, to actually have a copy of your own. But let me show you the album. It's by Janet and Jack Esim and Ensemble, and the album's entitled Sephardim. Let's show you it. There you go. Not the most exciting cover. I mean, it's heartfelt in the sense of it seems like these are family portraits of the two leading musicians on this album. Let me show you the gatefold here. That's them there. There you go. I'll try and show you a bit there. And let me show you the reverse side as well. There you go. I'll also show you the actual vinyl. There you go. I'll take it out for you. There you go. It's a bit. There you go. So, yes, as I said, I'm going to leave links to, seeing this is just going to be a one album episode, I'm going to leave maybe links to 3 or 4 tracks from the album for you to listen to. See if you like it, see if you get where I'm coming from. It may be just me, and maybe there is only 500 people in the entire world who would like this album. I'm glad to be one of those 500. I would really like, but if you come to like it as well, the unfortunate thing is I don't even know where you'd get this album from now. I'm sure you can get it, I just don't know where. So that's going to be a bit of a problem, but I'm hoping that if enough interest is shown, that the record label will reprint it. It's definitely worthy. Again, part of the context I'm going to give you is, let's say 15, 20 years ago, that Buena Vista Social Club album came out. Now, for the majority of the Western, well, in terms of the Western world, Cuban sound wasn't really known about. So from a base point when it was probably first released, of nobody really listening to it until the media got hold of it and it started appearing in broadsheets as, the international album to have in your collection. And then it snowballed from there, became its own kind of like, not genre as such, but in compared with other Cuban artists who are, if not the same level, better than the Buena Vista Social Club by way of material and performances. But that particular, it just captured the public's imagination. I feel the album I'm showing you justifies the same sort of level of respect, and it should be out there in the media in terms of, this is a fantastic piece of world music. It just really is. Tracks 1, 2, I think 5, 8 and 9, I literally, tears were building up. I'm not saying they were rolling down my cheeks, but they were building up. It was really strong when my eyes were getting really moist with listening to it. It paints a vista for you. It really does. I'm not saying if you like I said, this was my experience. You might find that, yeah, it's not for me. I'll accept that. I really would. I'm not here to force it on you. I'm just saying that this album exists, and if you've got an eclectic collection of albums and you just like quality music, maybe this is one that you might want to consider for your collection. I'm really glad, as you can tell by the way I'm talking about it, that I believe it's truly underrated and it should be more widely advertised. What I'm basically saying is the musicians deserve, outside of their local community, they deserve worldwide attention for this album. It is that good. It is that different from everything else. And it put a smile on my face. It made me think about things. It made me think about the world, my place in it, what it is to use the Nature Boy lyrics from Nat King Cole, what it is to love and be loved. Let's put it that way. And I just thought of that off the top of my head. Sometimes I impress myself. That's what this album done for me. So, as I said, I'm going to leave links down below for this superb album, my album of 2022, and it's a hill I am willing to die on. I won't be dissuaded from it or anything. So yeah, rather than repeating myself and talking about things that I don't know about the whole kind of cultural significance of it type of thing, please have a listen, see what you think. I will see you for the next episode. Hopefully I can knock out one more this side of Christmas, but who knows, really, who knows. So until the next episode, please look after yourselves, and if you too want to share your best purchase, your single best purchase by way of vinyl this year, please leave it in the comment section. Let me know. I'm always interested to hear what everyone else is buying. Yeah, stay happy, stay safe, and yeah, give this a listen. Why don't you? All right, so until then, take care. Bye bye.